Imagine a structure so perfectly balanced that even if one part were missing, the entire foundation would crumble. Now think about faith, something deeply personal, yet universally structured. Across centuries and continents, millions have shaped their lives around five unwavering principles that define their spiritual existence. But what if I told you that these principles aren't just rituals? They are a blueprint for a fulfilling, purpose-driven life. What if I told you that a single declaration could reshape your identity? That 5 daily pauses could realign your soul? That a month of self-restraint could reveal your deepest strength? The 5 pillars of Islam are more than just obligations. They are the essence of belief, a system that transforms not just the faithful, but entire societies. But how do they work? And why have they remained unchanged for over 1,400 years? The foundation of everything. The moment a person utters, "There is no God but Allah and Muhammad is his messenger," they step into a lifelong commitment. But Shahada is not just about words. It's about recognizing a higher purpose and surrendering to divine guidance. Think of it as signing the most important contract of your life, one that shapes your actions, decisions, and worldview. For many, Shahada is not just a statement, it's a transformation, a rebirth. Shahada has echoed through history, uniting believers across centuries and continents. It's the same declaration spoken by over 1 billion people, binding them in a spiritual unity unlike any other. The Shahada is so powerful that it became the heart of the Adhan, the call that echoes from minarets worldwide. For some, it is a moment of sudden clarity. For others, it's a lifelong journey of discovery. To truly live by Shahada is to let it shape your morals, your choices, and your life's purpose. Even after we leave this world, the Shahada is the last thing we carry with us. Imagine setting aside 5 specific moments in your day, not for emails, not for social media, but to pause and realign with your purpose. No matter where you are or what you're doing, you stop, bow, and reconnect with something far greater than yourself. Before entering prayer, a simple act of washing purifies the body and mind, preparing for connection with the divine. In the deepest moment of humility, the forehead touches the ground, and the soul feels closest to its creator. It's a moment shared by millions around the world, all facing the same direction, bound by the same devotion. For some, it's a source of discipline. For others, it's a deep moment of tranquility amid life's chaos. For over 1,400 years, prayer has remained unchanged, passed down from generation to generation. In moments of joy, sorrow, and uncertainty, Salah remains a constant lifeline, anchoring the soul. When we stand shoulder to shoulder in prayer, our differences disappear and only unity remains. Salah is more than just a prayer. It's a way of life, a connection, a constant reminder that no one is ever truly alone. What if 2.5% of your wealth could change someone's life? In Islam, charity is not just recommended, it's required. But zakat isn't just about giving money, it's about purification. The idea that wealth isn't truly yours, but a trust given by God. This simple act of generosity has sustained communities, built schools, fed the hungry, and lifted people out of poverty for centuries. When you give, you don't lose, you purify. But when you hoard, your wealth becomes a burden. Zakat is not just personal, it's a system that lifts entire communities. What if a single act of zakat could change someone's future forever? The wealth we give away in this life is the only wealth that remains with us in the hereafter. The greatest reward of zakat is not in wealth, it's in the smile of the one who receives. True wealth is not measured by what you have, but by what you give. Zakat is not just generosity, it is an obligation, a responsibility to those in need. For 30 days, from dawn to dusk, millions refrain from food, water, and even negative thoughts. To some, it may sound extreme, but for those who practice it, Ramadan is transformative. When you deny yourself food, you understand the struggles of the less fortunate. When you control your anger, you cultivate patience. And when you break your fast, you realize that even the smallest blessings, a sip of water, a bite of bread, are priceless gifts. Fasting is not just about abstaining from food, but also about spiritual reflection and connection to God. Suhoor is more than just a meal. It's a moment of silent gratitude before the day's test begins. Fasting doesn't weaken you, it strengthens your discipline and willpower. Fasting teaches not just patience, but generosity. Ramadan is the month of giving, and after 30 days, a celebration marks the journey completed, a festival of gratitude and joy, a pilgrimage unlike any other. Once in a lifetime, if financially and physically able, every Muslim must journey to Mecca. But this is not just about travel, it's about submission. Millions dressed in the same simple white garments, standing shoulder to shoulder, erasing all barriers of race, wealth, and status. Hajj is a reminder that before God, we are all equal. Millions move in unison, circling the Kaaba, their hearts focused on devotion. The most powerful moment of Hajj, standing on the plains of Arafat, seeking forgiveness and mercy. A symbolic act, rejecting evil, breaking free from temptation, and reaffirming faith. Hajj is a tribute to Prophet Ibrahim's unwavering faith, a reminder of sacrifice and devotion. The final moments, one last circling of the Kaaba before saying goodbye to the holiest place on earth. For many, Hajj is not the end of a journey. It's the beginning of a new life, a purified soul, and a strengthened faith. Now think about this: a declaration of faith that grounds you, prayers that discipline you, charity that purifies you, fasting that strengthens you, and a pilgrimage that humbles you. These principles don't just shape faith, they shape character, society, and the world. This is why Islam has remained unshaken for over a millennium, because these principles are not just beliefs, they are a way of life. The question isn't just what the 5 pillars are, it's what they mean for those who live by them. Would you build your life on a foundation this strong?